good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
And we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys. All right, join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
There are 500 million people from 27 countries living in the European Union. We have the right to live, work, travel and shop anywhere in Europe. We make over 1 billion cross-border trips every year, and 12 million of us live in another EU country. But sometimes we face barriers to our rights and our freedom to move across Europe. The European Union is working to make sure everyone benefits from the same rights in everyday situations. If you're one of the 75 million Europeans who fall victim to crime every year, you will have the right to support, protection and access to justice wherever you are in the EU. Every year, 8 million Europeans are accused or suspected of a criminal offence. To guarantee a fair trial, they will have the right to information, translation and interpretation, access to a lawyer, and to contact their family and consulate. There are more international couples too, around 16 million of them. The EU is agreeing to common rules to simplify the handling of joint property and to enable couples to choose the national law which applies in case of divorce. If you're one of the 19 million Europeans travelling outside the European Union every year...
I don't know if y'all gonna like this comment, but y'all can start by pushing them beds together.
Oh. I forgot about that.
Y'all can start by pushing them beds together because y'all know y'all like to sleep separate. That's real life though. That is culture out there for anybody who didn't know. That's culture out there. Couples, for most parts, I can't say everybody, but from what I understood, a lot of people say that they rather sleep separate.
Yeah.
Two different beds.
Was that Germany? Maybe Germany. I forgot which country, but yeah, somewhere in Europe.
Somewhere up there.
Or one of the 30 million Europeans living in a non-EU country, rest assured, if you lose your passport or fall ill abroad, you can ask for help from any EU embassy of any EU country if your own country doesn't have one there. For the 97 million working women in Europe who earn around 17% less than men and make up only 12% of company boards, the EU is pushing for equal pay and equal access to decision-making.
That's good.
1 in 6 Europeans have a disability of some sort. They should have equal access to goods, services and technology, whether it's getting a job, taking a bus or surfing the internet. With a population of 10 to 12 million, the Roma are the biggest ethnic minority in Europe. As EU citizens, they have the same rights as everyone else, without having to face discrimination or exclusion.
You heard it? You heard it? Oh, okay. Treating people like humans. Treating people like humans. Dignity and respect, okay?
Real equality.
Europe. As EU citizens, they have the same rights as everyone else, without having to face discrimination or exclusion. Thanks to the single market, consumers can shop anywhere in Europe. But only 8% of us currently buy online from other European countries. New EU rules will make it easier for online shoppers to find their favourite products in other EU countries, with the option of choosing a European sales contract to safeguard their rights. For example, when returning goods.
Makes sense.
These rules are good for the economy too, because businesses can trade anywhere in Europe under the same rules. This cuts costs for companies, especially small ones, which make up 99% of companies in Europe.
But you see the balance is that when everybody get on one page, how the money fluctuates is easier. And it makes so much sense for them to actually make money in their communities / the other locations, and they can build wealth together.
Right.
And that's where the balance really comes in. That's where people are really chill and humbled and not, trippy behind what they can't get or what they don't have. For the most part, because everybody has an understanding that if I leave this location, I go here, I get the same treatment.
Right.
And I know where my money gonna circulate back to because my neighborhood's gonna be secure.
And it's not a war.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Inflation.
Your personal data
Shells.
will be safeguarded. 70% of EU citizens are concerned that their personal data may be misused. That's why the EU is working to strengthen your right to access, change, or delete your data, as well as the right to be forgotten, letting you remove data after you no longer want it to be used. As a European citizen, your rights are protected at home, abroad, and online.
Alright, y'all, we're gonna stop right there. That was pretty dope. So that last part reminded me of a movie. I can't get into details, so if I don't make sense, y'all just bear with me. But there was this guy, it was something to do with some futuristic things, but what happened was he was able to use his whole memory base, and he had it on a memory card. Again, bear with me,
The
right?
Matrix?
No, heck no, it wasn't the Matrix. I mean, it's kind of similar to that. Alright, so this what happened. There was this rich guy, and he made this invention to where there was a shockwave that would come, and people would switch. And what ended up happening was, the guy who ended up losing his wife ended up marrying another woman. He woke up in another house.
He married another woman and she married her ex.
Yeah, and I think what happened was he had to fight for her memory so she can remember him. And at the end of the movie, this part was going to catch y'all. They saw each other. And they knew each other, but they didn't know how they knew each other.
Right.
Because it'd been so long that it was so far apart and it wasn't able to. So that's what that clip kind of reminded me of. Basically saying wipe your memory or wipe your memory base or your data. And being able to have control of that with your internet, your computers, and everything that you work hard for. So, yeah. It's interesting. It's an interesting movie.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.